Chat Sports watch parties. You know them, you love them. Colts Talk is on it this Saturday between the Lions and Colts. Yeah, it's the preseason finale, and we're going to go live at 12:30 and then do a watch party. Colts fans, make sure you join us by subscribing, by coming and hanging out. We'll be talking ball. We can talk with other fans. We'll be doing our super chat menu. A great day to be had here on Colts Talk, presented by Prize Picks. Don't miss out. Hit that sub button right now. Some NFL teams have already begun their cuts. Others will have their cuts going into their game, after their game this weekend. And then, of course, Sunday is roster cut down day for the NFL. Again, we'll be in studio, by the way, reacting to that. So make sure you subscribe and hang out with us on Colts Talk as well throughout the day there, which means we need to take a look at some cut candidates for the Indianapolis Colts. Who's on the bubble? Who could go? Why are they going? Who's for sure going? And then, of course, we'll ask you who you think should go as well. First, we did get some news today on, the Indianapolis Colts from Shane Steichen. Let's start here. Anthony Richardson will start. He'll play the first quarter for Indianapolis on Saturday. Again, join us for the watch party. That'll be fun. Riley Leonard in the second quarter, and the great Easton Stick will get an entire half of football to finish out the Colts preseason. So we'll have fun with that one. Alec Pierce, good news. Not today, but Steichen said later in the week he's expected to return to practice. I don't expect him to play Saturday, but if you can get a practice out of him Thursday or Friday, you've then got about 2 weeks to get ready for week one. Should turn out okay for Alec Pierce there. And then Charvarius Ward is practicing today. That's a big one. I've been very worried about that back injury for Charvarius Ward, so to have him back in practice is good. And then Shane Steichen also said Saturday the starters will play a drive or two. Then he said 8 to 12 plays. I do want to note, then he also was like, no Daniel Jones, no Jonathan Taylor. So like the starters, I also would guess no Tyler Warren, who's still dealing with a groin injury, and no Alec Pierce. So like, I don't know what starters mean anymore, but that's what Shane Steichen said. So maybe like the O-line and then some guys on defense. But we'll be live, so come hang out with us for that one. Okay, let's get into our cut candidates. I've got, my thoughts and things like that. I did my roster projection here on Colts Talk. You can go check that video out if you'd like. ESPN dropped their roster projections, and that led to cut candidates, right? Both mine and theirs. Thought we'd discuss them on today's show. Maybe the biggest, most debated cut candidate for the Indianapolis Colts is the kicking battle. I did it. Stephen Holder of ESPN did it. We're going with Spencer Shrader. It's Shrader versus Grupe. We are cutting Grupe in this situation. And by the way, Grupe's going to be on another NFL team like right after. He's going to get picked up immediately. So would Shrader if he ends up being the one the Colts cut. This is a tough decision for Brian Mason, the special teams coach. All while dealing with the knee injury, by the way. His knee got blown up on the sideline. Now he's got to pick a kicker. What a tough stretch in the month of August for Brian Mason. But yeah, Shrader's been great in the preseason. Grupe was great last year and has been good in practice. Shrader's missed in practice but hit in the preseason games, but they're just preseason games. We saw Grupe perfect last year. Shrader was good last year. Shrader looks healthy. Stop me where you got to make a decision. The deal with this one, and again, we're cutting Grupe, it's a coin toss between these two kickers. That's what it's going to be, and that's how we're going to decide right now. Let's leave it to chance. What I want you to do, grab your nearest coin, quarter, dime, penny, something similar. Flip a coin and tell me what you get. Heads is Spencer Shrader. Tails is Blake Grupe. Make sure you comment what you get on your coin flip. Wanye Thomas, another cut candidate for the Indianapolis Colts at the safety position for Indy. They signed him from the Dallas Cowboys in free agency. Big thing here, this is just easy. This is really easy to do. You don't want to go with too many safeties here. You know who your safeties are going to be. My big thought with this is, this won't be too hard. Wasn't good in Dallas. He's been okay in camp. I haven't heard anything spectacular. Little more on the safety room in just 1 second. But first, today's show is presented by Prize Picks, America's #1 sports picks app, the best place to win cash while watching sports, and it is a great day on Prize Picks. It is Taco Tuesday on Prize Picks. Throughout the day on Tuesdays, Prize Picks releases multiple discounted player projections called tacos. That's right. You can go out and take a look right now. You'll see them on the app. You can include these discounted picks in any lineup alongside your favorite selections. Got Taco Tuesday. Plus, you got season-long lineups here. Tyler Warren, Jonathan Taylor. We're going more on rushing touchdowns, more on receiving yards for Warren. And then a hate watch, C.J. Stroud, more on his interceptions. Again, that's season-long. By the way, take advantage of the new user offer right now on Prize Picks. Play your first $5, and you'll get $150 in bonus lineups if you win. Just use code HMA when you sign up. That's right, Prize Picks just switched up their offer. There's no better time to join. Lock in, win that first lineup. That's code HMA at sign up to get $150 in bonus lineups if you win your first $5 lineup on Prize Picks. Okay, so again, we'll hit this real quick with Wanye Thomas. I know I kind of made my point here, but when you take a look at the safety room, Cam Bynum, and then either A.J. Halsey or Hunter Wooler, we're still trying to figure out exactly where the Colts are going to go with this one. Jonathan Owens, I imagine it's Washington after that. Looks like that's what Holder's going with. I'm going with. There's just no room for Wanye Thomas and Austin Brown, the UDFA, who was looking very versatile and has not been very versatile or impressive for the Colts there. This is an easy decision when you're doing the 53-man. You gave Thomas a shot. He wasn't good in Dallas. You're not projecting him to be good for you guys here. That's an easy decision. Now let's get to a hard decision on the cut candidate situation for the Indianapolis Colts. This is the wide receiver position, and you essentially have to decide here with your wide receivers, unless you're going with probably too many, experience or potential. Unless you have a player that you really, really love, 6 receivers is usually where you're going to be at, right? Most teams are there. And the wide receiver, the 6th spot for Indy, is what we need to debate here. Here's Stephen Holder's projection for the 6 receivers. Pierce, Downs, Allen, that's easy, right? Westbrook-Akine, who the Colts signed and have still high hopes for, I believe. Ashton Dulin, who we all know and love. And then Holder goes with Coleman Owen, special team specialist, a little bit of return experience there. Not as much on the receiving end, but I think the thought here was like have a little bit of special teams experience. That means Deion Burks, who look, fans have hyped him up. I've been excited about him. We've been excited about him. 7th round pick. You usually don't want to cut your draft picks no matter how late they are. Just hasn't done a ton or like had any moments or like, gosh, he hasn't had any days in training camp where it's been like, Deion Burks looks great. Solid against Atlanta, kind of came on a little bit versus Atlanta, which you like to see. And I'll say, if you let Deion Burks go, you can't just say practice squad for this dude. You can't guarantee that that's going to happen for Deion Burks. So, again, your choices are the potential of Deion Burks, his future. I don't even know if he's been doing special teams for Indy. We haven't heard anything about that. Or Coleman Owen, right, who is special teams. That's your returner. Obviously, in this situation as well, Anthony Gould is cut. He's been hurt, by the way, lately for the Indianapolis Colts. So that's kind of your decision. That's kind of your deal with this wide receiver 6 position. I don't think Gould is very debatable. I don't think there's anyone else outside Owen and Burks to decide on, and we'll have you guys decide right now. Cut one, keep one. That's your decision here. I'm not going to let you keep 7. You got to make the call. Coleman Owen or Deion Burks, who are you going to cut? Who are you going to keep? Let us know down below. All right, then let's get to the running back position. This is the depth chart, but I'll say, this is the depth chart coming into training camp, and we really haven't gotten crazy updates here. We've continuously gotten DJ Giddens at running back 2 from the Colts, but we've watched Seth McGowan, and we've watched Anderson Castle. So the roster projections from myself and Stephen Holder have 3 at running back for the Colts. I think, A, that leaves the opportunity to add a name if necessary, and B, I don't know, maybe they just end up finding someone they like at some point here. Holder goes with Taylor, McGowan, Ulysses Bentley, who we have not seen, by the way. It's not like he's had a great preseason. My projection, I put Castle over Bentley because at least he's played, showed us something, done something. However, once again, the handshake between me and Holder is no DJ Giddens for the Indianapolis Colts. I'm going to put it simply. DJ Giddens came in to training camp looking to earn the running back 2 job, and we did get an update today that he's back to practice once again. The hamstring injury has been deadly for him. He has been in and out of practice and walkthroughs and playing and not playing, never playing in the games, competing for running back 2. Now we're at the point where, I'm sorry, he has not earned a spot for the Indianapolis Colts. Didn't play much last year. I don't know what he can do. I don't know what he can't do. He hasn't been out there. Now, if you want to sacrifice that and go with a 60% healthy DJ Giddens instead of Anderson Castle, maybe instead of Ulysses Bentley, maybe cut candidate for me, I'd cut DJ Giddens. Would you? That's the question for you now, right now, Colts fans. Should the Colts cut DJ Giddens? Type K for keep, type C for cut. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. News for the Colts as well today outside of cut candidates. New unis, that's right. The Colts introduce Anvil Strike uniforms. A little bit of, it's like a charcoal gray, like a gray going on for Indy. I like the look there. You get a little bit of more of a silver horseshoe, gray, blues, I thought thrown in there nicely, and a new helmet to go along with it. Metallic blue on the helmet, which is gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. I know people get touchy about new uniforms, new helmets, the fit, the thought, when they're going to wear them, how often, all that sort of stuff going on. So I get maybe you like it, maybe you don't in this scenario. I think what we can agree on here, though, is it's not as bad as the Jags' new uniforms. Yes, those are the Jaguar print pants, by the way, Jersey Shore style for our guys down in the AFC South. I don't know if they're going for a retro look. I don't know if this is half like a joke and like a day from now they'll be like, psych, like these are not our jerseys. No way we'd wear Jaguar print pants as grown professionals playing a sport, right? Either way. Colts win in this. Jags lose in this. The NFL's like agreeing on that. Not good for the Jags here. And again, whether you hate the Jags uniform or like Indy's uniform, finish today's video by hitting that thumbs up button.